Hey you guys, if you don't know me, I am Shrutanshi. I'm currently a second year student in Melbourne pursuing my bachelor's in biomedical science and majoring in medical biotechnology. Today we've run into a bit of an issue with my mic, so I'm going to be using my phone, so please bear with me. I finally am done with my summer break and I have to go back to Melbourne. Even though this is the third time I am leaving India and going back to Melbourne, if that makes sense, I'm still not used to it. It's still so difficult packing my entire life into a suitcase. With it comes so many emotions and the feeling of growing up and just feeling like you're on your own. I know a lot of my audience is gonna start college. I get a lot of questions from you guys asking about, what do we pack or what are some essentials that you should carry to study abroad, and I thought I would cover it in this video. First off of this video, I'm actually gonna give you a 101 guide about what to pack, what essentials you need, and what my experience was with packing for my first time that I went to Melbourne. So yeah, I hope you guys find this video helpful. I also want to apologize in advance if there's any audio disturbance in the future because there's construction happening near my house and I simply cannot block it for some reason. So please, again, bear with me. I also will be vlogging a travel vlog when I leave for Melbourne, so make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new here and if you want to see me document all of that journey. I'm also very shamelessly, before we start, gonna plug my Instagram here so that you guys can follow me on there. Usually I have a lot of people come up to me and ask questions on there as well. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk essentials. I mean, this goes without saying, but I'm just gonna give a checklist in case you forget. You definitely obviously need your passport, your visa, your flight tickets, also your confirmation of enrollment, which is like this letter that you get from your university saying that you're accepted into their program. And I would recommend carrying all of this in one single folder in your like backpack or your hand baggage because it's easier to access and everything just stays in the same place and you don't have to like scramble and look through your bag. Health documents as well, actually. You might need your vaccination records. I carried it just in case. Carry your forex card, or if you don't have a forex card yet, maybe just carry emergency cash. You probably will take some time to settle in and open a local bank account, so I would definitely recommend carrying some cash just so that you can get past the initial days. Also, really important, carry your universal adapter. You can carry like an Australian adapter, but I would recommend carrying a universal one because if you have like a layover, medicines and health essentials are a necessity because medication is going to be expensive abroad, obviously. And if you have some prescriptions, carry a scanned document of your prescription as well as a hard copy so that you can declare that you're carrying medication and just in case they do check your medicines, you have your prescriptions there. Also, this is really subjective, like you might get used to this, but I would recommend carrying a portable jet spray just in case. I'll try linking the one I have in the description box if any of you guys actually will consider getting it. Let's move on to the next category, which is kitchen items. So many people get their heavy pots and pans from India and like pack it into their suitcase, and I would recommend not doing that. It pretty much is the same price as India, so if you're buying new kitchen appliances here, might as well just do it there so that you can save some space in your suitcase for more important things. And especially with the weight restriction, I would definitely say that think smartly. If you have space, carry it. On the other hand, things like pressure cookers that are more commonly used in India, I would recommend getting pressure cookers from India. Another thing that I think is a college essential is a portable blender, those really small ones that you can make quick smoothies in. Just some things that'll make your life easier because you're on a time constraint, you have to cook your own food. And speaking of convenience, let's talk about rice cookers. Again, rice cookers as well you can get for a decent price. Now let's move on to one of the most important parts, which is clothes. You have to be really smart when it comes to clothing. Weather in Melbourne is just like my mood swings. It switches in the blink of an eye. I would say carry clothes that can be layered. So carry a lot of crop tops, but also maybe just layer sweaters on top of them. Don't pack a lot of puffer jackets. You will be needing puffer jackets there for sure, but be smart with things. Going to college definitely kind of changes your style, or you kind of want to always branch out, so I would recommend not overpacking. Carry formals as well. Carry one pair of formal clothes. If there's any very formal college event, you can actually you have something to wear. Carry a tiny tote bag or a backpack if you have the space again. again as well, or just get something there. Next, let's talk toiletries. Bring enough for the first month. You'll probably land and you'll be really overwhelmed at first. It'll be really helpful to have some things already there for you. Travel hacks: carry a neck pillow. Any flight to Australia is a long flight because it's so far away from every other country. And wear your heaviest clothing, wear your puffer jackets, wear all of that so that you can save a little bit of weight in your suitcase. Now this part is going to be very important, and I don't see a lot of people talking about it because when I was moving abroad, I was having a really hard time figuring out what I will have to do the moment I land in a whole new country. I had no idea about what the culture was like and so many different things, and I wished I had researched a bit more. Now these are a few things that you might need in your room. Your room situation really depends on whether you're living on campus or off campus, but if you're living on college campus, there might be a higher chance of getting more amenities. When you're living off campus, it really depends on the kind of house that you find. Definitely have some organizers. Again, you can shop for these at local stores. The first thing you probably will shop for are stationery and books. A few of my friends actually had gotten notebooks and stationery from India, but prices are pretty much the same. Just weighs your suitcase down. A local SIM card, of course. Now, one thing that I would recommend when it comes to SIM cards is not going for the popular ones. I would say look for more affordable options because there are phone plans that are way cheaper. Set up your local bank account as soon as possible and go for something that's way more accessible. Some bank that you see everywhere. You need a transportation card. This is like your local card that you need to tap every single time you're on a local transport, and you can go buy these cards at any post office, like any Australian post office. Really important. Have an extension cord in your room. Now let's come to the part of things that you do not need to pack. I feel like these are some really unnecessary things to pack and you can save up on space. Number one is Indian food. Food is very risky, especially if it's your first time traveling. Also because Indian food, is available in Australia. There are Indian stores. Do not carry too many shoes, you guys. Now, if you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comments. I am always happy to answer them. I am leaving on 17th February, so I have 4 days. I still have not started packing. If it's your first time going, do not learn from me. I'll take you guys along in that process as well. So I will see you guys when I start packing, which is probably tomorrow. Okay, please ignore the state of my face right now because I have been editing for the past day and this video needs to be out today. But I just wanted to hop on here and say that I have decided to make this video into a series. So this was part 1 of my India to Australia series, and if you want to tag along for the travel vlog, for the move into my college room vlog, my first day of college, and all that's gonna come ahead, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I'm so glad to have you guys on here, and I will see you in my next video.